Hi there, welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome. My name is Hélène, and I bring you another update on my rolling project pan. So this is the update for all the progress I've made during the month of August. We are just a day or two before the end of the month, and so this is a great time to do this update. Sometimes the timing doesn't work all that great, but in this case it works pretty darn well. So I want to go through all the products. I will have a timestamp right about here to tell you when you can take a look at before and after pictures, but I will just go through the products one by one here right now and show you what it looks like. I have also, as I introduced a few updates ago, I have started weighing my products, so I can tell you exactly how many grams difference from the last update to this update, and it's very exciting. So anyway, let's get into it. So least progress items. Now this product was an accident for how little progress there was. So I had introduced this product in the last project pan, a rolling project pan update. And I said, hey, this is going to be a no-brainer. I might be done within the month because there's so little left and I have a full size waiting for me. Well, what I did not expect was that this little guy would be waiting in the wings for another month. I was finishing up a little sample size container of Sephora's. I had depotted the larger container of something called the Dermalogica Eye Lift. And it takes a tiny, tiny amount to put under the eye. Now, I knew that this thing had lasted me for months, and it's a container no bigger than this, really, like when it's rolled out. And I thought, oh, I have like 3 days worth left. Well, that 3 days turned into 3 weeks. I know, weird, right? So I ended up using that product up, which is nice because I am using up a product, but this guy I have used, no joke, for the first time today. I ran out of the Dermalogica a few days ago and I just kept forgetting about this because I had my routine of doing the Dermalogica. But now it is now into my routine and there will be progress next month. I promise. I can guarantee because I have no other product of this type. So this is definitely what I'll be using. The next products that don't have a ton of progress on are these guys. I don't think that's a surprise. I have said multiple times that I am not great at using lip products in rolling pan projects, but I want to keep these in. There are 3 different colors. I am wearing one of them today. FOMO. It's the one I use the most. And actually, when I used it today though, oh, of course now it shows that there's product. No, that's not the right one. Okay, so this is the one, FOMO. It always looks so much darker on the lips that I keep thinking it's WCW, but WCW is a glossy and this is a matte. But when I opened it up today, it was really getting dry. So even though I don't use it very often, I think it's going to be pretty much done at the next update, which, you know, if a product sticks around long enough, you end up using it, right? But the other two, because I think it's because they're glossy lip paints, so Goals and WCW I did not use at all this past month, which at least Goals, it's like it's a summer color, so I don't know what my problem is, but I didn't use them. To be fair, I was using a lot of lipstick products in my Brand New Focus series, a number of them, and right now I'm working again on the ABH lip palette. There's like 18 colors in there, and so I'm not using extra lipsticks that I don't have to. I'm going into my favorites and colors that I want to use. Otherwise, I don't want to force myself to use lipstick in a project if I don't want to, when I'm not using a lipstick that I'm intentionally going for, if that makes sense. I want a little bit of freedom, and so these are not the ones I tend to go to right now, but not to say that that won't change in the future. I do like the colors, so that's not the problem, and when I open my drawer I see them every day, so they are definitely in mind to use. Anyway, let's move on, okay? Another product that I haven't used very much, I have actually set it aside intentionally, but I don't want to pull it out of my project. What's happened is I'm a little bit too dark now for it, but I want to, oh, sorry, I don't mean to blind you. But I want to leave it in because, gosh, it will not take very many more weeks for me to lighten up. And I'm going to start using this powder. I was using it more to highlight my face here under my eye, but I think I want to use it more as a light dusting all over powder, and to use it up that way. And I think that my purpose for doing that is going to be pretty obvious in a little bit. A product I'm very happy that I'm now making progress on. Now this is I depotted it into this La Neige container, but it is actually a Sephora silicone primer. And I have been using it straight for a few weeks, and just in the T-zone. I'm using sample primers on the periphery of my face, and I'm using this in the T-zone because it really just kind of blurs and keeps oil a little bit at bay. And last product that I don't have a ton of progress on is this Marc Jacobs black liner. I use liner on a very frequent basis, but I don't use a ton of it. At least I use liquid liner relatively heavily, like I've got today. But I use these guys on the lower lash line or in the upper waterline to make it look like I've got fuller lashes. But a little bit of this goes a long way. So it's going to take me a while to get through it. I've used it maybe 10 times this month, and it's just not going to show a lot. And it's just a roll-up, so it's not like you're using product by sharpening it. So these little guys, if you have a chance to get them as a point perk, they last forever. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so here are some more products that I'm getting more use out of. So this is my butter bronzer, and it's the regular butter bronzer. And there is every single month there is progress on this thing, and I'm seeing less and less of the ridges. Now, one thing that's got me a little bit concerned, I'll get it real close. I don't know if you can see that there are some like cracks in it. There's one right here, and then there's some more right in the middle. And it's got me a little bit concerned that it's going to start crumbling on me. And if it does, I will take a before and after picture and repress it, because I don't want to have it bang all over the place and lose a bunch of product. And I'm especially nervous for an upcoming trip. I will not be taking it with me because it's only a 5-day trip. It's not like 2 weeks or something. Sorry about that, cough attack. I took a sip of coffee. I think I'm good now. I was just saying I don't think I'm going to take this with me on this upcoming trip because I really think that it's going to break. So for now, I'll just keep using it as is because I think the original pressing of a powder is better than repressing. A product that I have made some significant progress on is a product that I use every day, and that is the sample of the Makeup Forever finishing powder, high definition finishing powder. I am so close. Like, I have repressed it. I had to. It was what it was doing is it was coming out in chunks, and so I was losing a bunch of product. And it's a good product. I don't want to use it up super fast just because it's not quite right. So I did repress it, and I'm using it up. And I would be shocked if this is not done by the next update. So cool. Now the other one, I just wanted to show you one at a time. So I'm going to add this other one back in. Okay. This other one is my Tarte Insight blush, and you will see that I have repressed it, and I've used it almost every day this month. Ironically, I have Concept on today, but this is the one that I've been using the most this month. And I do have a before and after picture of this blush before and after repressing. What happened was it was a little bit crumbly if you look at the picture from last month, and it started to fall apart, and I knew that I was going to lose a ton of product if I didn't repress it, and I couldn't anymore store it this way because every time I opened up a little bit more was coming out of the pan. I thought, no. Like, these blushes are expensive, they are beautiful, and I want to get my use out of it. So repressing it has been great. It's been holding really well, and I am able to put it up on the side, and everything's working great. So I'm really happy with that. And this one I'm super excited about. I did have to repress. Again, I have a before and after picture, but this is the Physicians Formula face powder, mineral face powder. And oh my goodness, I am so close to being done with this thing. I don't think it's going to last another month. Every single day I see significant change, and yeah, it's not going to last very long. So I introduced the Aqua XL relatively recently in this project, and I have made some pretty good progress on it. Now, I have used it as liner, as for a wing above. It's a very subtle liner, but it's really nice, with just a little pencil brush, like a liner brush, I guess I should say. And I've also used it, and I have it on today, as the base for eyeshadow. Now, it is a darker base, but I think I can pull it off. It's not too bad, right? I like it, and I think I'm going to keep using it that way, and I don't think I'll have it for that much longer, although, just putting the clip back on here, although I have to say that it takes a pinhead of product for every use. I mean, it is a tiny, like the little ball on the end of a pin, for holding a pin for sewing, those little balls. One of those, and I do full my 2 eyes. Half of that is enough to line, just do the liner on both eyes. It's amazing how far a little bit of this goes. So I'm kind of happy because, I mean, I don't have that much left, and I want to enjoy it. So I want to use it up, but I'm okay with using it up a little bit slowly, if that makes sense. And finally, I have a product that I felt was somewhat of a mystery, and that is the Brow Conditioning Primer. So if anybody is super excited about this product, I would love to know why. This is what the applicator looks like. It's sort of like a gel that comes out, and you click it on the bottom, and as you can see, nothing's coming out. You click it on the bottom, and this gel comes out, and you're supposed to just kind of use these little spikes to go through your brow and let it dry, and then do the rest of your brow routine. It's supposed to make them fuller and whatever, I don't know. I didn't get it. Now, I don't have super sparse brows, so that might be why I didn't see a difference, but it came as part of a kit. I used it, but I would definitely not repurchase this thing because I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, now, I said that I had weighed the product last month, and I weighed them again this month. And let's take a look at the difference. So when I weighed them last month, the amount of product that I had in those 14 products was 293 grams. What do I have today? 274 grams. The product is down 19 grams. Is that not awesome? I'm so happy about that. I mean, it's like, you know you're using the product, but especially product where you don't really see that much progress, it's really frustrating. And I had mentioned that in talking about the TarteGuard for a couple of months, because I was using it, but it didn't show until finally there was enough product used up that the tube really kind of, I was able to squeeze down. But it was like 2 months of continuous daily usage for there to be enough product gone that I could really show in the tube that it was getting used up. So by weighing the product, it's so nice because even if visually you can't see the difference, with the weight difference, you know that you've made a substantial amount of change. And so the amount of grams that it went down by is like 7% maybe of the total weight of the product, and that's including the package. So by doing that in 1 month, I feel very good that, 19 grams of product, 19 grams is like the full amount of powder in a big powder compact and a big bronzer blush compact. I'm really happy with this, and it's really got me excited for what the next weigh-in is going to be. It's almost my makeup version of The Biggest Loser. How's that? I like it. I think I might use that going forward. That might just be a lot of fun. So anyway, I'm gone now down from 14 products to 13 because the brow primer is going to be gone. And I don't want to add any more products. I think this is a good amount for me. And until there's one or two more products gone, I think that I will just be keeping it at those 13 products. But as you can see by some of the products in here, some of them don't have very long to go. So I might, who knows, be doing like a 3-product swap out within a month or two. I hope this was enjoyable and fun. I love seeing people use up their products, so I hope it's the same for you. And if it was, if you like the content in this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you like the content of this channel in general, I would love it if you would subscribe if you're not already. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it very much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.